Well, good evening. The bottom two of the Championship meet this evening at Hillsborough, both looking to shake off a dreadful run of form. Spirits are higher around Sheffield Wednesday. Chancery has gone. The administrators have a long list of potentially interested parties. A goalless draw at West Brom on Saturday ended a sequence of 4 straight defeats. But, as the Norwich fans know, painfully, that's not the worst home record in the country. When Liam Manning was appointed in the summer, he said Norwich needed to be exciting, but he didn't mean in the sense of a horror film. All of those grim stats add up to an opportunity. Someone is going to get some points this evening.
I think there's been almost a new lease of life sparked in and around Hillsborough. You know, I've spoken to Sheffield Wednesday fans who are just so happy that the transition is taking place, that Chancery has now departed the club.
Oh, here's Sargent. He's in behind. What an opportunity, and it's wide. Inside the first minute, Sargent looks round at the referee and wants some action, making out that he was fouled. Great chance. Liam Manning shakes his head at another Norwich opportunity gone begging.
Well, that is just how it's going for Josh Sargent at the moment. An outstanding striker, one of the best strikers in the division, in my opinion. But at the moment, in front of goal, things just don't seem to be dropping for him, and probably should have taken the shot on earlier.
Here's Barry Bannan picking up the ball in a little bit of space in midfield and pulling the trigger. Barry Bannan, what a goal! Sheffield Wednesday lead! Cementing his legend. And he goes straight to the manager. It's emotional for Sheffield Wednesday. Hope has returned.
Well, you said he's cementing his legend. I don't think he needed that goal to cement his legend. That's set in stone, but this definitely adds to it. And one thing you can't do with a player of Barry Bannan's quality is allow him that time and space to just unleash. At no point does anybody in a yellow shirt go and engage with Barry Bannan. And yes, he's all of 30 yards out, but somebody as technically gifted as Barry, it's not a secret anymore, unleashes an absolute thunderbolt into the top-hand corner. Gives Sheffield Wednesday the lead, and can they get the 3 points?
Well, Manning left Bristol City describing Norwich as a club with a vision and a strategy. Norwich has spent money, but they sold players as well. Been a lot of turnover at this club. Makama now into the penalty area, has done really well. Can't quite keep his feet, but he's back up again, and he manages to squeeze in a shot. Terrific persistence there by the young striker.
Yeah, brilliant work. Had to show his physicality there. Does really well to work an angle for a shot. You can just see, gets the better of low. Good strength, good balance. They just get back in numbers and the gap just closes, but good work.
McConville. And then one back by Valerie. And Bannan to Amas. Lowe's on an overlapping run. Max Lowe into the penalty area it goes. Cleared by the defender, behind for the corner.
Good run from Lowe. I'm liking the link up between Barry Bannan and Amas. You can see Bannan, every time he gets the ball, he's looking, Amas is making himself available. Looks positive, looks bright.
They work it short, they change the angle, and Frazier with the chance to shoot, and he's dragged it wide. Cleverly worked by Wednesday.
Really well worked. Finds himself in a fantastic position. You can just see a lovely little interchange. Just doesn't hit the target. I don't think he gets the ball out of his feet enough. Opts to try and go for the near post, and it's a poor shot in the end.
And Ugbo has managed to nick the ball. There's an opportunity here. Ingelsson driving into the penalty area. And terrific work by Kovacevic for Norwich.
Oh, brilliant work from Ugbo. Nicks the ball, and as soon as he releases him, he's got to do better. You can see bearing down on goal. Ingelsson, I think he has a little look up to see if the pass is on to Jamal Lowe, but opts to go for the shot and ends up with a corner.
Only scored once in 51 previous games for Sheffield Wednesday. Sheffield Wednesday on the attack, clipped into the penalty area, and a terrible mix-up was matched by the miss. Jamal Lowe could have put it into an empty net if he'd kept his composure.
He just doesn't expect Keelan Fisher to miss it, and it's a hopeful ball across, mix-up between Fisher and the goalkeeper.
And here come Norwich City at the other end, and they take advantage. Wow, what a game this is. Kvistgaarden. Norwich City have turned it round. Jamal Lowe should have scored at one end of the pitch. Norwich goes straight up the other end, and they get what could be a vital equaliser. What a game football is, what a division the Championship is.
Well, we didn't see this coming, did we? But there you go. Josh Sargent making those runs and has the quality to just pick out Kvistgaarden for an easy tap-in. Brilliant play from Josh Sargent. Lovely run down the side of the defender. Lowe can't keep up with him, but then he has the quality to get his head up, see Kvistgaarden in acres of space to roll it into an empty net and get his team back on level ground.
Now Schlupp. Juricek. And Schlupp into the penalty area and just wide. Norwich City so close.
And again, Liam Manning wondering what his team need to do. Jeffrey Schlupp plays the ball out wide and just continues his run. It's a bit fortuitous the way it arrives at his feet, but once it does, you'd fancy him to get a strike on target, inches wide.
Norwich putting pressure on Wednesday, but they played through it pretty well. Frazier. Ingelsson. And it is Barry Bannan. And he's played it nicely again. Frazier with a chance and a really good save by Kovacevic.
Well, it's end-to-end now, isn't it? Frazier with a big opportunity. Barry Bannan instrumental again. Lovely pass through to Frazier and just smashes it at the goalkeeper. A little bit more quality needed there with the finish.
McLean for Norwich. Iorfa gets up. Glance behind, I think, yes, and it's a corner.
That's an opportunity for Norwich to load the box. I don't think a draw does a lot for either team.
The corner will be taken and whipped in and flicked on. It was Kvistgaarden who brought the save out of Horvath.
Horvath hasn't had a lot to do this evening, but comes up with a big save there. Good head from Kvistgaarden, looking to get his second goal of the evening. Sheffield Wednesday will be the happier of the two teams if it stays as it is.
Could get better yet. Kadamatri's picked up a loose ball and is forced a free kick.
He has, and it's a good decision from the referee. It's a clear pull on on Cadamarchi as he goes to cross it, and the free kick is the right decision.
Yeah, and a yellow card as well for Rory McConville. McNeil or Bannan. Bannan moves away. It is smashed in, and there's nothing that Iorfa could do. And that's the end of tonight's action. Well, it is the end of the sequences of defeats. So Sheffield Wednesday end their run of home defeats after 3. Norwich City end their run of defeats after 6. A little bit of relief, but only a little bit. Both will go away thinking about what might have been. Either side could easily have won it. Neither did. They remain the bottom 2 at Hillsborough. Full-time score: Sheffield Wednesday 1, Norwich City 1.